Welcome back to the Price of Business. I'm your host, Kevin Price, talking to you about you and your business. Going to chat with my friend, Troy Burwell. He is with 4Guys Interactive, Inc. That's 4Guys, the number 4, guys.com. Love what you do, Troy. Love the work you do. Very clean, very sophisticated and user-friendly, yet user-friendly site. And love the work you do.
Thanks, Kevin.
Tell us a little bit about the company. Kind of give us the elevator speech before we get into our topic, which I think is incredibly timely, by the way.
Well, 4Guys Interactive is actually one of the oldest digital interactive agencies in the country. We do everything from building a basic web presence to handling very complex web applications that get into business operations. Then into all the marketing aspects such as social media, content development, pay-per-click, online display, and retargeting. And that's one of the things I'd like to talk about today is the fact that we're seeing a change in the industry. People, first everything was about search because you had to be found, and everything was about search, and then it revolved to social media. And then, on the other hand, you had the question of, do you do it for desktop or do you do it for mobile? Now we're seeing all those have meshed. And it's not about search, it's about user experience and how the user is engaging with you through your website, through your social media, through desktop and mobile. It's not first screen, second screen, third screen. It's whatever screen I want to use.
Right.
We tend to think that mobile, whether it's a phone or a tablet, was a second screen compared to a desktop. Well, everyone carries a phone around with them. That's really the first screen they're ever going to use. So it has a much more importance. But again, they may be looking at your website while checking your social media on their mobile. So they may be using multiple screens at one time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, what's interesting about this is that, I probably spend for every hour, and I spend a lot of time on my laptop. I write professionally and engage a lot with people, but I bet for every hour I'm on my laptop, I spend almost 2 on my phone. I mean, I engage a lot with my phone. And certainly numbers of times on my phone is probably many more, in terms of direct touching, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's huge. It's huge. So talk a little bit about this. It's both a very great opportunity for businesses, as we see the expanded opportunity for interaction with clients, but it's also a challenge. What are some of the challenges that come with all these changes?
Well, the big thing is that companies don't have a cohesive plan. And, things don't operate the same way they do on a mobile as they do on a desktop. And if you don't have it planned for your message to be communicated in the same way for if you're going to reduce graphics on the mobile device for clients' plans so that you aren't eating up their data plans, and it's easier to work with it on the mobile. But is your overall look and feel still coming through? Do they look at your mobile site and immediately identify it with your company? Or is there a disconnect there where they look at the mobile and go, well, this isn't the same website I saw the other day on my desktop? And also making sure that the user experience on each individual device is optimized properly, and that you aren't trying to, you aren't giving too little information on a desktop where they have a lot more real estate, but then at the same time on a mobile device there's too much stuff there, so it's hard for them to navigate and move around.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. So where should companies begin when they think about this change?
They really need to think 2 things. Number one, what's their end goal? What are they wanting to get that client to do? Is it an online transaction? Is it calling, emailing, filling out an inquiry form? what is considered a completion of or a conversion of that transaction, and then look at it from the client's point of view. How is it easy for me to do business with you? And work backwards.
Work backwards. And it's both that's both intuitive and contrarian at the same time, isn't it?
Yeah.
I like it. And so, what kind of questions should they be asking their company that they normally, have been leveraging to help them in this effort? What are some good questions to even question whether or not they're working with the right firm to help them?
Well, first thing I did, I'd look at what kind of analytics are you getting, and what kind of details. Can you see if users are using mobile to your website? If they're using a lot of mobile devices and you've never gone to a responsive design, then you're totally ignoring the fact that is the website's not functioning properly on their device. So I'd get that changed right off the bat. Then start looking at analytics as to where your demographic is and hanging out on social media. What is your messaging there? How does your messaging there mix in with your other messaging? Are you communicating the same across all platforms? And is your brand experience the same on Facebook? Is it the same on Twitter? Is it the same on your website? And how are you using that analytic information to be able to convert them into an actual client instead of just a viewer?
Mm-hmm.
And especially in the business-to-business world, that can be very complicated.
Mm-hmm. Very interesting. Very important. This is the website has become among the most, if not the most common form of tactical engagement with potential clients. And so being smart, and I love the word interactive, and you've had that name for how long, interactive in your name?
Since 1995.
Right. And let's face it, none of this digital media was very interactive in 1995. And so even the statement itself is kind of pioneering if you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's phenomenal what you do, and I encourage people to learn more about it by checking out the website. What is again, it's 4guys.com. 4guys.com. Learn more about it. Check him out also. We love the work that you do. We've got lots of great audio of you over there at priceofbusiness.com. Any final thoughts before I let you go?
That's about it, Kevin.
Well, I really appreciate it. Troy Burwell, and he is with 4guys.com. That's the number 4, guys.com. Thanks so much, sir.
Thanks, Kevin.
Yes, content here, including this great interview, will find itself over there at usdatareview.com. While they're like it on Facebook, follow it on Twitter.